you heard that, but they're going to let us use just Mentor, not the whole end number. Okay, Mentor flight, monitor tower.
Log 3 miles southbound, indicates 3,300, 10.9 mile frequency.
Looking for the traffic, I didn't hear which.
So you'll be putting the gear up,
okay,
when he gives you the signal, so.
And that's going to be
It'll be a head nod with a thumb.
Metro 3, but I didn't hear from Metro 2.
What did I say, 2?
Say 2. Mentor 2.
Metro 3.
Metro 4.
Tower, Mentor flight, hold the short runway 27 right for a right downwind departure. Tower, Mentor flight, hold the short to the right for right downwind departure, flight of 4.
Mentor flight, Gillespie Tower, hold short runway 27 right.
Short 27 right, Mentor flight.
Mentor flight, do you have a discrete call sign?
I just talked to 23.8 and they said use Mentor flight.
Mentor flight, roger. Mentor flight, you want to write down departure?
Affirmative, sir, right downwind.
Mentor flight, Kickbox in the upwind is in the pattern, right down departure, approved, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
We're taking off 27 right with right downwind, we're looking for the kickbox, Mentor flight.
We're just going to line up the right main gear underneath his head.
Whiskey. Okay. No fact, free change approved.
Frequency change approved, 7 Sierra Whiskey.
He'll pull ahead of us in a second here.
Fox, Foxtrot Tango, start your right crosswind.
We're going to wait for Mike to call on.
Mentors, runway 27 right, cleared for touch and go.
So the gear is right underneath his head right now.
Okay.
You bring it up to, he's going to give you a run-up signal, you bring it up to 20 inches. I got the brakes on.
okay.
When he gives you the run-up signal, you bring it to 20 inches. Give him a head nod. And then 20 inches.
20 inches.
Okay, and then he's going to look back at you, and he's going to nod at you, look back at him and nod. And now he's going to drop his chin, and we're going to go brake release.
Alright, yeah.
And I just try to keep along with him here. He's nice and gentle.
Number continue southbound to a 3 mile funnel, or basic funnel. Your number 2 following a Kickbox, approaching midfield, doing a short approach. Runway 27 right, clear line.
I don't want to lift off before he does.
2, looking for the Kickbox.
There he goes. There he comes.
Ending our base. 4-6 November.
I'm a little acute. Now he's going to look at you. He's going to go gear up. Gear up. Gear up. So now I can start to drop back to references. Okay. I was a little acute initially, which is okay. And then you adjust the prop however you see fit. Okay.
Airport's off.
Roger, thank you.
Alrighty. Nice and smooth out. He's nodding towards us. He's going to start turning into us. Okay. We always want to be looking at split wing. We want to see bottom surface and top surface. That tells us we're in a good position. And I'm just approximating, lining up the bearing line.
Okay, so we're way ahead, I think.
Yeah.
Gillespie Tower, this is Sierra 113 Bravo Bravo at 27 right. We're ready for our departure. Right down.
Yeah, the side picture might be a little different from your seat right now. Yeah, pretty much from where I am, I've got the bearing line lined up. We'll be in a better position once we level out downwind. If you want to look over to your right, you can watch Julie and Mike join up over your right shoulder behind us. Hopefully they're coming in.
Gillespie Tower, 1706 Kilo Charlie over Alpine 4000, inbound, looking for the option with Sierra.
There comes Julie.
Charlie, go start. Information 10 goes current. Wind calm, altimeter 3006. Make straight in, runway 27 right, report 3 mile final.
So Mike's going to have to be a little bit of running rejoin. He's coming in now on your left.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Series 3 Bravo Bravo.
So the rule of thumb is dash 2 sets the spacing, so if I'm tight, she needs to fly tight. If I'm loose, she needs to fly loose.
27 right, 3 Bravo.
The whole idea is you want to look good from the ground.
Alright.
So he's double pumping them over. They're going to come over to our right side.
This is pass number 2, false test, 2 mile final. Runway 27 right, clear touching in.
Here they come. I want to keep it tight for her. So that was a double pump. All we'll ever see is a single pump. So once they're stable, he's probably going to give us a single pump, and then I'll demonstrate a crosshairs. So
45.
He's looking back at us.
Yep, big head nod. There we go. So here we go.
Okay,
all we need is nose tail separation. So I just drop it back a little. Now I add power. Low enough to clear the prop arc, but not so low it's disorienting. Nice and slow, because someday we'll be taking another aircraft along with us. It's a good chance to see how clean his belly is. So we keep adding power so I don't drop back any further.
Start your right turn, appears your drift south.
Alrighty, and then go ahead and bring it up. And so I'll come back to references. And if you want to turn tower down, we're done with them, so.
Okay, tower's off.
Thank you.
Okay, Mentor flight, let's wag it out, go to route, wag it out, and turn down your tower frequency. I'll be talking to you on that.
Man. So when you go to route,
Mentor flight ops check, lead is 2 hours and 30 minutes all green.
hey, you go ahead and tell them what we got. Mentor 2 is what?
2 hours, 30 minutes, all green, yeah. Mentor 2, 2 hours, all green.
Mentor 3, 2.5, all green.
And Mentor 4, 2.5 and all green. Okay, rock and rejoin. Here we go, rock and rejoin.
So that means come back in. Okay, a little bit of aileron, but...
Are we coming in on Julie or what?
No, we just come back into where we were.
Okay.
Julie moved in early.
Okay.
Normally you wouldn't move back in unless lead tells you to, so...
Oh, okay.
Alright, so now we're back in parade position.
Alright, here we go, coming left. Rolling left.
So he's coming into me, so I'm going to start reducing the throttle, dropping it down, real gentle.
Stand by reversal.
So now
Rolling right now.
you got to add power. Got to add power.
Okay, we're way up there. Okay.
Yep.
How does that tape look, Julie? Can you see that blue tape on my plane?
Yes. Back it up.
Rolling out.
Mile.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm showing our bearing line to be about right, but our range to be way tight. All right.
So the horizontal for you is not lining up with the blue tape?
Yeah.
It is not, or is it?
It is not.
Is it behind or in front?
It's blue tape's in front.
Blue tape is in front. Okay.
Oh, the tail's behind.
All right. I'll move up a little bit.
Well, that brings it. That takes it more. We're too close.
Okay.
So we need to be farther out.
Okay. Those guys are crossing under us right now, so
I see that.
I'm just going to stay
Little
still.
low there, Julie. Don't go so low. And Mike, when you get on over there, give me a double click and then let me know when you're in. Double click. Okay, this will be a right 180 echelon turn to the right. Rolling right now.
So I'm going to tuck it right in there. I want his head on the horizon.
Okay. Whoa. All right.
So now you have no...
Now we're going way forward here.
Yeah. So now we have no tape to work with.
Okay.
So the big thing is you want to just get tucked in there as tight as you can, not too low, keep lead's head on the horizon, and everybody else should be stacked in tight to our left.
Okay.
And then when he rolls out, I'll back out.
Stand by for the rollout. Stand by. Rolling out now. All right, stand by for another right 180. Echelon, right 180. Rolling right now.
Like a ballet, you just try to match lead.
Okay.
A little bit high.
All right.
That's more like it.
Rolling out now. Stand by, break up and rejoin. Stand by.
Get back to my bearing line.
Hey, he's looking at us.
He's going to give us a wind-up signal, and then he's going to give us 5
Four, you're a
seconds.
little low, move it forward and up a little 4.
Okay.
Head nod. And he's going to get that 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. We brake, just like an overhead brake.
Okay.
Come around hard. We want to be directly behind lead. We don't want to be higher, and we don't want to be lower.
Okay.
And if he keeps turning, which he's doing, then this is a chance for lead to reposition the flight. So I'll just adjust, and then I'll come back in line. And then once I'm wings level, you're going to call 2's in. Mentor 2 is in. So go ahead, call Mentor 2 is in.
Mentor 2 is in.
Mentor 3 is in.
Mentor 4 is in.
And then he's going to rock.
3,400, 125 knots. Here we go, rock and rejoin to the right.
To the left. No, to the right. Okay. Whichever way he tips first is the direction we're going. So we're going to start, we're going to come out to the bearing line for the rejoin, which is going to be the vertical stabilizer lining up with the outboard wingtip. I'm a little sucked right now. I'm coming around.
There we are.
I'm right on it. I'm just going to drive that. I don't want to get acute. A little bit low. Still on the line. On the line. On the line. And you just lower that outboard wing to tuck it in there.
Oh, we don't want to join out at the line. Okay.
There we go. Right there. Now those guys will, just like we did on takeoff, those guys are going to cross under. So there comes Julie. We'll talk about the geometry of all this later, but at least you get to see it. I always say it's kind of like docking a boat. You know how much momentum your boat has when you're pulling up to the dock, so you know when to pull power off without slamming into the dock. Same with your airplane. You got a 3-blade prop. It slows you down nicely.
I've got a 2-blade, so.
Oh, well, whatever the case. It does a nice job.
Stand by for the rollout.
move those guys over again. We're just going to stay nice and stable here. So that's a section or element cross under.
Okay.
Julie's doing it pretty fast. That makes it very difficult for Mike to follow along, but that's between the two of them.
My left S1, and we're coming left S1 now. Here we go, to the left.
Go. Don't want to waste any time getting it tucked up in there. A fairly aggressive turn.
Oh, okay.
There's a good chance that Julie and those guys are going to be behind, but I'm not going to let me be the excuse. We're a little sucked.
Stand by for the rollout.
Okay.
Rolling out now.
You don't want to swat your wing down, scare the crap out of your wingman, so
Yeah.
you want to be gentle, and we'll reacquire the reference as a little low there.
Okay.
You can't see the tape, you know you're too low. Oh, he's turning again.
Yeah, we're too low. Yeah.
At some point, if we get some more lazy eights, that'd be nice.
Do one more breakup and rejoin, then we'll get back in and do some lazy eights.
Okay. Head nod, big head nod. There he goes, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Here we go. See what's happening here. This might be a little bit of tail chase.
Yeah, he went down a lot.
Yeah, so we'll just follow him. Alrighty. That's his prerogative. Until he rocks his wings, we're not going to worry about rejoining.
Alright, we're doing a little extended trail.
0 miles.
Mentor flight terminate extended trail. Mentor lead.
Hey, Mentor 2, terminate.
Mentor 2, terminate.
Mentor 3, terminate.
Mentor 4, terminate.
Alright, lead's all green with hour and 45, or 2 hours of gas early, so let's do an ops check. Mentor flight, ops check.
Okay, so give him a quick ops check again, fuel and all green.
Mentor 2, 2 hours and all green.
Mentor 3, 215, all green.
Mentor 4, 215, all green.
Alright, here we go, rocket rejoin to the left, 3,400, 125 knots, to the left.
Okay, there he
There's
goes.
the rock.
Yep. So the first one was to the left, so that's where we're going. I'm going to hold my altitude. I'm going to come out to the line again, just like we did last time. Almost to the bearing line.
1 o'clock.
Now I'm on it.
0 miles.
A little acute. I got to drop back a little bit. Now I'm back on it.
4 o'clock.
Coming around, back on the line. Yeah, just a tiny bit of power, a little bit sucked. Oh, sucked. Not as good as the first one. Billy should be coming in any second here. Oh, there she comes. She sucked. he comes. Finally coming out to Julie's right side.
Yeah.
And Mike, when you get in over there, give me a couple clicks. Alright, here we go. We'll do some lazy eights. First one will be down and to the left. Here we go. Here we go. Down and to the left.
So here, the whole thing is about anticipation. We know he's going to reverse on us a little
right
bit.
up and to the right.
We're going to start adding power.
Right.
Start matching his bank angle. Climbing up. More power.
Down and to the right. And up and to the left. To the left. Here we go.
Starting to reduce power.
Down and to the left.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crap out of the way.
Up and rolling wings level. I'll wag you out the route. Here's the wag out the route.
So route, you want to be ahead of the bearing line.
Monitor tower, so turn your radio back up for tower.
Okay, yeah, turn tower back up.
And I'm going to take us back home and we'll have some lunch. So I'm going to call the tower and you guys should hear me and respond on TAC 1. I'm going to go get 80. Stand by.
Rocking us back in. If he gives a call, you
There's a 1-1 runway, Mike,
respond. So as we briefed, I'll fly the brake.
Metro flight check.
Enter 2.
Enter 2, 2 hours.
That's it?
3.
Oh, just 3.
Enter 4.
Tower, Mentor flights Viejas inbound for the overhead with, shit, I forgot the Quebec.
Mentor flight, let's start ident.
Take that uniform for Mentor flight.
Mentor flight, altitude and ident.
Yeah, ident. We're at 3,500.
Mentor flight, report a 4-mile initial for runway 27 right, pattern altitude 1,600 right turn.
1,604 miles for 281.
I got a little bit of forward trim in there, just so you know.
That way we'll...
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
I didn't realize how sensitive it was.
Hold short 27 right.
So, thinking ahead to what's going to happen when we get on initial, he's going to look over at Julie and Mike, and he's going to double pump them over so that we are in left echelon.
Okay.
That way we'll be set up for the break. Just like the breakups and rejoins, he's going to look at us, give us a 5-second signal, nod and brake. We'll count the brake. I'll make the brake 180. Once one downwind in line with him, I'm going to hand you the plane. You'll say my plane, and you'll handle the landing, okay?
Remember, fly your good airspeed, 190-80, so we can make that exit just past 1735.
Future right, quick takeoff.
Understand, clear for takeoff on 27 right for 22 spot.
2G pumper out, affirmative.
Affirmative, good. I understand, 22 spot, clear for takeoff 27 right,
That's the tower, Grumman 999, uniform, holding short 27 right, eastbound departure.
Mentor flight, report a 4-mile initial.
So flight, we're 4 miles.
Mentor flight, right turns, pattern altitude 1,600, runway 27 right.
1,600 right, turns 27 right, so Mentor flight.
Mentor flight reports.
There he goes. He's double pumping Julie and Mike over.
Altitude 1,600, right turn.
Keep it nice
Okay,
and
we're
stable.
3 miles, pattern altitude 1,600 right turns for Mentor flight.
Remember, he'll be landing on the right half of the runway. We'll be landing on the left.
Wilco, 50 Tango. I'm coming up on the 8.
8 Charlie Alpha, I'll call your base.
Go call base 8 Charlie Alpha.
November 50 Tango, traffic ahead to your right on Mentor flight, sending out 2,500.
50 Tango's looking. And 50 Tango inside.
50 Tango, roger.
Hey, when do we slow down?
Hey, pardon?
When does he start slowing down?
We won't slow down till the break.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So you know we're gonna do the break and then we'll slow the gear speed. You tell me when you got gear speed. No, we're down to 100. And then
Two
gear down.
from the Electric Tower. Right down departure, I'll call your cross center at 27 right to tail.
We want to put the gear down wherever lead puts his gear down. So we don't put it down at the same time as lead. We make a mental note of where over the ground he puts his down. We put ours down.
C464 Hotel, holding short 27 right, ready for an IFR squawk and release.
Say the call sign again.
2464 Hotel.
Number 50 Tango, base approved. Number 2 calling a Mentor flight, mile final, doing a short approach. Going 27 right, quick touch again.
27 right, number 2, 50 Tango.
Mentor flight, at midfield, brake right, short approach approved, doing 27 right, clear line.
Brake right, midfield, short approach approved, clear to land, Mentor flight 27 right.
Number 8 Charlie Alpha, follow the kit box ahead, joining the 4 mile final.
What's our airspeed right now?
132.
Number 8 Charlie Alpha, extend downwind.
There he goes.
Kit box ahead.
Okay, big head nod.
Sending downwind 8 Charlie Alpha.
Mentor flight, traffic ahead is extending upwind for you, Mooney. Start your brake.
Inside, we're starting the break.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Here we go. I'm bringing it around. Watch for flip. Keep lead inside at all times and pulling power.
Okay. Rejoin the downwind. There's traffic ahead to your right.
Your plane.
I got the flight control.
Your plane.
I got the flight control.
Let's start. Yep. Following tight.
Yes, 8 Charlie Alpha.
That's a steep one.
Yep.
25 uniform.
We're landing on the left half the runway.
Okay, gears down 3 grand.
Very good.
Good morning, Gwen-4. Now,
gear down.
06 Yankee, the run up there is short.
3 gear down.
Right, request,
3 down line.
contact back.
3 down.
Number 22 Papa, say altitude, and squawk altitude.
225 at 3.5 and split.
Number 22 Papa, traffic a mile north of Lake James, south Monica, trails at 400.
2 for positive.
Nice.
Number 8 Alpha, number 2, following that Kip Fox on a 2 mile final. Runway 27 right, quit touching up.
Number 2 to the right, clear to go 8 Charlie Alpha. Number 3's going around.
Go ahead and I think
Julie, tower's 20
drift
points.
over to the right. Yep. Nice.
Tower does 3's going around now.
And tower number 3 going around.
Dash 3, roger. I'll call your cross in for right close traffic, going 27 right.
Nicely done.
I'll wait for your crossing call.
Number 25 uniform, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles opposite your exit gate, 3,400.
Looking 25 uniform. Tower 8 Charlie Alpha, request stop at
You got
Number 8 Charlie Alpha, unable, 27 right, quit touch again.
27 right, clear
pull up
touch
line.
again.
So we got room for Mike behind us.
Dash 3, right crossing approved. Number 3, following a Cherokee, mile and a half final, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Right, clear to land. Number 3 following a Cherokee for the number 3 for Julie Charlie.
Very good.
Mentor flight contact ground.
Yeah, don't worry.
Traffic inside, 25 uniform.
25 uniform,
I like
roger.
changing frequencies or all in, so we'll just stay here.
18 through, 25 uniform.
Yankee, go left speed tower, hold position.
6706 Yankee, hold position.
Number 06 Yankee, text up to hold short on my 27 right.
Text up, hold short, 275, 6706 Yankee.
Number 3, T34, Port Julie, Charlie. I don't have the Cherokee inside if you could advise.
Dash 3, traffic to follow, mile final Cherokee.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Dash 3, fly around the mountain. Your number 2 following a Cherokee, a half mile final.
Around the mountain, roger that. Thanks, sir.
Gillespie Tower, Pathfinder 56973, holding short 27 right to run up, ready for VFR squawk and release.
Dash 3, pattern out to the 1600, fly to a mile and a half base, your number 2 following a Cherokee short final.
Roger, I have the Cherokee in sight and run on the 1600.
Number 5, sir, take a fly around the ridge, you're following a aircraft.
And then we go back to our same spot, right?
You'll just line up next to Flip. Wherever he pulls in, you'll line up right next to him.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Left Tower, Cessna 5306 Charlie,
As close as you
27 right, run up, ready for VFR squawk and release.
5306 Charlie, go left speed tower, squawk 0226.
Remember, he was saying wait for the signal to shut down.
0226, hold for release, 5306 Charlie.
Cherokee 5673, go left speed tower, squawk 0245, hold for release.
0245, hold for release, Pathfinder 56973.
Looks good. Pull us forward.
Number 06 Yankee, Cherokee upwind. Stay on the pattern, no delay, runway 27 right.
There. Just wait for him. Here comes Mike pulling in. Just wait for the signal.
Number 06 Yankee, no delay, runway 27 right, close takeoff.
No delay, 275 right, take off, 6706 Yankee.